Hey, and we are live on the interweb. So I just wanted to give you kind of a quick preview of what's going to happen tonight, because I really do have a special podcast for you. After today's info of where Gannon was found, after the new charges that have been filed against Letitia Stock, I wanted to get my dad's input. And for many of you that are just joining, you may or may not know this, but my father is a 49-year veteran in law enforcement. He's worked on over 200 homicide cases. He was a captain of a SWAT team in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He's worked on a federal drug task force. Lots of different. He was in captain in charge of the criminal investigation unit in Fort Worth, Texas. So I've had a couple of times where he's come on the show. It'll just be by phone call, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time going through his credentials. So that's why I'm trying to give you a little preview today, because I've already done this on previous shows. So I know a lot of you guys are new to Dad with the Phone, but you know, maybe a little bit of his genes rubbed off on me, a little bit of his DNA, but it'll be a great show tonight talking to him. And I've sent him the charges. I've sent him the press conferences. So he'll be kind of studied up a little bit on the case. I'll fill you in from about 7 to about 7:30 tonight on the kind of the timeline of events that we're at. And then I'll connect with him at about 7:30, and we'll probably do a half hour, an hour of question and answers. I'll question him. He'll give me some answers. We might do some questions from the chat. But I just want to give you a heads up. If you haven't subscribed, you might want to hurry up if you want to make the first 10,000, because I think we're about to be at 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's not that it changes anything for me. It's just cool to see a number and go, oh, I want to reach that goal. And in 2 days, I saw that number yesterday morning, I think I saw that number yesterday morning. I was a couple thousand away from 10,000 subscribers, and over the last day and a half, we've probably made that 10,000 subscribers. So it's cool for me. It's just kind of like a cool goal thing. I got an email that I'm going to share with you guys. Many of you were on the phone when I played that message with Letitia Stock. There are some things that are said in that message that I guarantee it was a phone conversation between two women. There are some things in that phone conversation they are going to use against her. She says some very specific things. If you want to go back and listen to that, it's about a 45-minute phone call. You can find it on YouTube or Facebook. I have received an email message, and I'm going to read this email message to you. Michael, I'm Detective blank blank with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office, and would like to follow up with you in reference to some of the information you left with our tip line. Is there a good phone number you can be reached at? Thanks, Detective blank blank, Criminal Investigation Unit, El Paso County Sheriff's Office. I sent a message. This was actually sent to me at 8:28 a.m. on March 18th. 2020. So the day that the sheriff's office was contacted by law enforcement in Florida is the day I received this message at 8:28 a.m. 2 days ago. I just responded to the detective, and it's going to be about that phone call, because that's the only tip that I left on the tip line. And it was that I received this phone call, who I was. I did it live. I think I did it live on the air. I called in and left that on the tip line. I said, if you would like more information about the phone call, you can contact me. That I'll get you in contact with the caller. So that'll be an interesting thing. I hope they don't try to make me a witness. The other thing is, if you have any connections, now listen, I got some media connections, so I'm trying to pull media connections, but I have a feeling it's not because of me. I don't want you to think this is about me. Because of the virus, because of the virus situation we are in, the court system is going to limit who can come into that courtroom. And the decorum that they issued today, even for the press conference, just for the press conference, was ID'd press only. If you know someone who literally works for a credentialed media outlet and you're like, hey, I got this dad with the phone. All he wants is an internship. I don't want any money. I will give them content. I will give them video. I'll bust out my 4K camera, 6K camera, and I'll go get them video that they can't get anywhere else. I'll get the drone out. I'll shoot all that stuff. But I need to get a media ID in case they try to enact this same decorum for the courtroom. I don't want to do that because I'm trying to violate anything. I don't want to argue with the DA. I'm not going to argue with the judge. I don't want to get involved in the case. I simply want to cover this case the way Dad with the Phone does it, and I need some credentialed media. I wish Facebook would credential me. I wish I could get freaking Mark Zuckerberg to give me some credentials. I'm going to write Mark Zuckerberg. Don't you worry about that. I got the CMO's card one time. I didn't steal it. I got it from him. I didn't steal it. He gave it to me. I did a show, the Wells Fargo Tech Summit, with the CMO of Facebook. And I was like, hey, can I get your card? And he gave it to me. And so I'm going to have to pull that card. I'm the chief marketing officer for Facebook. I'm going to write you, bro. And then I've also got outlets that I'm going to be writing to try to get an internship so I can get me some media credentials. This has become more of a problem in these cases where I want to go cover this stuff for you guys and they don't want to let me in because I'm just too dang good looking. But either way, if you know somebody with credentials, send them that way. I got Sam on the horn already. Trust me. I got Sam's boss on the horn already. I got emails going out to everybody. But sometimes, all right. So tonight, tune in at 7 o'clock. That's like in 1 hour. And I'm going to do a recap. I'm also going to do an interview with my dad, get my dad's perspective. 49 years in law enforcement, over 200 homicides. He's worked on massive experience, worked in the DA's office, will understand how the DA's office works, all of that stuff. So tune in tonight for that. And thank you for your support on Dad with the Phone, YouTube, Dad with the Phone, Facebook. Make sure to follow me on TikTok. And we're going to be here and follow this case all the way through. So we got a great hard news today. It was great news, but it's hard news. And it really is. It's a hard information to come out to know that they found Gannon, because there's always that little bit. There was always that hope for Gannon. And it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but it's good. It's good for this case. It's good for this investigation. And we're going to talk about all that tonight. So go get something to drink. Love your children. Take some toilet paper to your neighbor. We'll be back.